the early 90s. The world watched as Operation Desert Storm unfolded, a massive military coalition pushing back against Iraqi forces in Kuwait. Grainy news footage captured tanks rolling across endless deserts and jets screaming through the sky. It was a conflict that defined a generation and reshaped the geopolitics of the Middle East. Now, fast forward 3 decades, the grainy footage is gone, replaced by ultra-high-definition satellite images. The Persian Gulf, once a theater of conventional warfare, has transformed into something far more complex. A high-tech chessboard where every move is scrutinized in real time. What's changed? And more importantly, what has stayed the same in this critical global choke point? Today, we're diving deep into the Persian Gulf, comparing the military realities of Desert Storm with the tense, technologically advanced landscape of the 21st century. Let's start with the geography, because in this region, location is everything. The Persian Gulf is a relatively narrow body of water, but its strategic importance is immense. At its mouth lies the Strait of Hormuz, a tiny bottleneck through which nearly a quarter of the world's total oil consumption passes every single day. Control this strait, and you have a hand on the world's economic jugular. Back in 1991, the primary concern was securing this flow of oil from a direct, conventional military threat. The map was simpler then, with major US and allied bases concentrated in Saudi Arabia and on naval carriers. Today, the map is a mosaic of influence. We see a sprawling network of military installations belonging to various global and regional powers. The United States maintains a significant presence with its Fifth Fleet, headquartered in Bahrain, and major air bases like Al Udeid in Qatar. But they are no longer the only major player in town. Regional powers have dramatically expanded their own military footprints, building and upgrading naval bases and airfields along the coastline. This isn't just about projecting power anymore. It's about creating overlapping zones of control and denial, making the entire region a much more crowded and contested space. It's a delicate dance of deterrence, where a single miscalculation could have far-reaching consequences. Now let's talk about the hardware. Operation Desert Storm was a showcase of late Cold War military technology. The F-117 Nighthawk stealth fighter made its stunning public debut. Patriot missiles were touted as the ultimate defense against Scud attacks, and GPS was a revolutionary tool that gave coalition forces an unprecedented edge in navigation and targeting. It was a war won with air power and armored divisions, a clear demonstration of conventional military superiority. But the technology of that era looks almost quaint compared to what's in play today. The biggest game changer? Unmanned systems. Drones, from small hand-launched surveillance models to large heavily armed Reaper and Predator drones, now patrol the skies 24/7. They provide persistent surveillance, what military planners call an unblinking eye, capable of watching targets for days on end. This constant stream of data transforms situational awareness. Back in '91, commanders relied on periodic satellite passes and risky reconnaissance flights. Today, they can have a live, high-definition video feed from virtually anywhere in the Gulf, piped directly to a command center thousands of miles away. This technological leap extends beneath the waves and into the realm of cyber warfare. Modern naval fleets in the Gulf are packed with advanced electronic warfare suites designed to jam enemy communications and radar. The threat isn't just from a torpedo or a missile anymore. It's from a cyber attack that could cripple a warship's navigation or fire control systems without firing a single shot. We've also seen the rise of asymmetric tactics. Instead of trying to match a carrier strike group ship for ship, regional forces have invested heavily in swarms of small, fast attack craft, sea mines, and sophisticated anti-ship missiles. The strategy isn't to win a head-on naval battle, but to make the cost of operating in the Gulf prohibitively high for a superior naval force. Think of it as a shift from a heavyweight boxing match to a fight against 1,000 Hornets. This creates a much more unpredictable and volatile environment than the clear battle lines of Desert Storm. The playing field has been leveled, not by matching tank for tank, but by introducing new, disruptive technologies that challenge traditional military dominance. So what does this all mean for the world? The economic stakes are higher than ever. A conflict in the Gulf today wouldn't just disrupt oil supplies, it would send shockwaves through the entire global financial system. We're talking about skyrocketing energy prices, insurance premiums for shipping going through the roof, and stock market volatility on a massive scale. We've seen small previews of this. Incidents involving tanker seizures or drone attacks on oil facilities have caused immediate, albeit temporary, spikes in oil prices. Imagine a larger, sustained conflict. The economic fallout would be catastrophic, affecting everything from the price you pay at the gas pump to the cost of groceries and consumer goods. This interconnectedness is a powerful deterrent, but it's also a vulnerability. Any instability in the Gulf is a direct threat to global economic stability. Politically, the landscape has also fragmented. During Desert Storm, there was a broad international coalition with a clear, UN-backed mandate. Today, the alignments are far more fluid and complex. We have shifting alliances, historic diplomatic breakthroughs happening alongside deep-seated rivalries. Nations are constantly re-evaluating their partnerships based on economic interests and security concerns. This multipolar environment means that any crisis would involve a tangled web of diplomatic maneuvering. Unlike the relatively straightforward good versus evil narrative of 1991, a future conflict would be mired in shades of grey, with multiple actors pursuing their own agendas. This makes de-escalation incredibly difficult. When everyone has a stake and a different idea of the desired outcome, finding common ground for peace becomes a monumental challenge. As we look out at the calm waters of the Persian Gulf, it's easy to forget the tensions simmering just beneath the surface. We've moved from an era of clear-cut conventional warfare to a new age of hybrid conflict, where drones, cyber attacks, and economic pressure are weapons just as potent as tanks and fighter jets. The lines have blurred, the players have multiplied, and the stakes have never been higher. On one hand, intense diplomatic efforts are constantly underway. We see back-channel talks, economic partnerships, and a shared understanding among many that an open conflict would be devastating for everyone. This is the hope for stability, the belief that shared interests can overcome historic rivalries. On the other hand, the military buildup continues. The constant patrols, the advanced weapon systems being deployed, the strategic posturing, it all serves as a stark reminder of how quickly things could spiral out of control. The Persian Gulf today stands at a crossroads. Will it be a region defined by cooperation and economic integration? Or will it remain a flashpoint, a high-tech powder keg waiting for a spark? The answer will not only shape the future of the Middle East, but the entire world. Thanks for watching. If you found this analysis insightful, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into global affairs. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'll see you in the next one.